Hey, what's up guys? Today I figured I would make a video about my favorite 2020 designs that have been revealed, at least so far. And that begins with 11 inflatables. And I figured that I would go ahead, since it's June 22nd, I figured I would make the video now. And then, since I figure we're about halfway through the reveals for all of 2020, so I figured I would go ahead and make a reveal, not a reveal, make a video now. And if I need to, in about a month or so, I'll do another one. But I figured, alright, there are probably enough inflatables that have at least been revealed so far that I could make a video about it, because I am liking a lot of what I'm seeing, so I figured I would go ahead and make a video. So, let's go ahead and start off with the first inflatable that is at least one of my favorites for 2020. That is the Jack Skellington projection globe inflatable that is 9 feet tall. I really like the design of this inflatable. The new projection thing inside of it looks really good. You'll notice that it has multiple Jack Skellington faces, one that's kind of him like more grumpy, and then one right here that's more of a classic face, and then one down here that's him that looks like scared, or looks like he's scared or whatever. Um, I have a complaint with this inflatable, and that is the fact that there is a Nightmare Before Christmas logo on that. It honestly ruins the inflatable, if you ask. Well, not ruins, but lowers the quality, I guess, if that makes sense. It's not, it, I don't like it, but I can deal with it. I would still get this inflatable if I find it for a good price. I just don't love the logo that they chose to put down there. The Oogie Boogie that was revealed about a week ago has that logo, and in my opinion, the logo on that particular inflatable ruins that inflatable. With this one, I'll tell you the reason why I think this one is okay. It's because there was not a globe in the movie. There was Oogie Boogie in the movie, but there was not a globe in the movie, and that's kind of where it changes for me, and the reason why I still really like this inflatable. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that one. I need to move because I have 11 and I need to keep going fast. All right. So this next one is the Grinch. I think it's 6 feet. I think it's 6 feet long, or 6 feet tall. It's got a cheap fan, and I really like it though. It's a hanging Grinch, so I'll hang it on my house. I love it. It's really awesome because I have a 2-story house, so that works a lot better. I think this inflatable would work a lot better in a multiple story house rather than just like a 1-story or a ranch or whatever. I really like it. I don't own any Grinch inflatables, and I really want to, and I feel like the best way to start with that would be this inflatable. Alright, so next up we have the 15-foot Let It Snow sign. I love this inflatable. It's got a base fan. It's got the Let It Snow logo, not logo, but you know, like text or whatever. It looks really good. I love that Santa hat right there. It's a great addition, especially over the O, because it looks like a face. Not much else to say about this inflatable, but I really like it. Alright, so next is the Mickey Mouse projection globe. This is the exact same, at least, orientation in the design. There's a character up at the top, there's a globe in the middle, and then the globe's base down here. With this one, there's not a Disney logo or a Disney Mickey Mouse logo, so that's better. That makes this inflatable a little bit better than the Jack Skellington, in my opinion. Since it just says the Get Merry. The Get Merry is fine, rather than it saying Disney. If it's just said Disney at the bottom, that would reduce its quality, in my opinion. I love the projection. I actually like, well, actually, let me say this. I think they're actually kind of tied, because I prefer the projection on the Jack Skellington globe over the one on the Mickey globe, because this one is just like snowflakes. I think it's kind of meh, in my opinion. I still love this inflatable. This is an awesome inflatable, but it's just, I I mean, I like the Get Merry better on here than I do on the Tim Burton thing, and I prefer the projection on the Jack than I do on this one. So, I mean, they even themselves out, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I really like this inflatable. I'm glad that Mickey is in his Santa attire. Sorry about that. It looks really good. I am liking it a lot. Alright, so next up we've got the 7-foot Snowman Family. This is probably the best Snowman Family that Jimmy has ever made. It's probably because that it is on the smaller end, so you can kind of pack a little bit more detail in, and it doesn't cost Jimmy as much money to do that. You can see all of them have like matching pajamas or whatever, and it says North Pole Slumber Party. So that looks really cool. It'd be kind of weird to have a slumber party with your parents, if that makes sense. But I still like it a lot. It looks great. You can see the dad, the mom. I think they're two brothers. I really don't know. I'm pretty sure it's the older brother and then the younger brother right there. They all have the same mouth and they all have the same facial expression, which is uh, expected for a snowman. And it just looks really, really good. I'm very happy with this inflatable and will buy this if I have enough money to. Alright, so next up is the Sheepdog. This Sheepdog inflatable is awesome. It's so great. I love it. Really because you can't see its eyes. I always love sheepdogs in real life. They're just great dogs. I would never have one myself because I have OCD and I could not have all the shedding in my house. I couldn't take it. Um, but I love seeing them like out and about. Like me going on a walk, I would love to see a sheepdog. I would love to pet a sheepdog, but I would not have a sheepdog in my house. Anyway, I love this inflatable. It's got a base fan. It's got a nice little red scarf right here, a Santa hat, and you can't see the eyes, which makes it all the more funnier, in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this inflatable. Alright, so this inflatable I love. I love Star Wars. Um, Most of you guys should know that, but I love Star Wars, and I especially love the infamous AT-AT Walker that can be seen in The Empire Strikes Back. This inflatable is amazing. In that movie, let me just disclose that there were no lights on it, no reindeer antlers, and no Rudolph nose on that. So I'll just reveal that to you. There was none of that. Anyway, this inflatable, they released one that had just the light string like 2 years ago, and there was not an antler and there was not a Rudolph nose. They updated it a little bit. It looks way better. This inflatable, in my opinion, just doubled its quality. I just think it doubled its quality. Honestly, it looks really, really good. It's got a base fan in I think that leg. I don't know for sure. It might be that one, but it's definitely one of the back legs that it has the base fan. You can see here, it's got the light string up there, which is very reminiscent of the 2013 gingerbread house. It just looks really, really good. Alright, so this inflatable is a new kind of a new thing that Jimmy is testing out for this year. Jimmy is really, really going outside of the box. They're taking chances, which I'm really glad they're doing. It's nice to see them, just take risks and, kind of just see how it goes. And with this inflatable, they are doing a spotlight thing, and there are no lights in this inflatable. That's why there is a spotlight. One thing that I think Jimmy really just needs to let go is them designing the projectors. Like, you're not going to see that in the display, especially if it's at nighttime. You're not going to see that little wreath. They need to save money, up the quality, because no one cares about that little bow around the projector. All we care about is what the inflatable looks like and the lighting in that projector to make sure it looks really, really good in one's display. But I really feel like Jimmy should heed that advice and get rid of that little thing that they have. Especially like, the Halloween projectors. Sometimes the stake will have like a skull hand wrapped around it, which is really, really cool in theory, but it's so unnecessary in real life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway, you can see here it's got the little string, so it's a hanging inflatable. I really, really like this, but I think it's like $60, so that's a lot, especially if you want to have multiple of them. So you're looking at $120, $180, which is just outrageous in my opinion. Alright, so here we have the Snoopy on Doghouse. I absolutely love this inflatable. I'm a huge fan of Peanuts and Snoopy. You can see here it's got a little pumpkin to the side, Woodstock and his friend hanging upside down. It says Happy Halloween, Snoopy in a witch costume, which just looks really, really cute. I all around love this inflatable, and I don't know if it has a base fan or a cheap fan. If it has a base fan, it's definitely going to be better, but if it has a cheap fan, then that's definitely going to lower the quality of the inflatable. And the last Snoopy inflatable we only had two, but this is still the last Snoopy one we have, is the, not 12 foot, 8 foot? Yeah, I think it's 8 foot. Merry Christmas Sleigh Snoopy with Woodstock and his friends. So it looks really, really funny. I love this design so much. You can see here it's Woodstock and his friends taking the place of reindeer, and Snoopy taking the place of Santa. Looks really, really good. You can see presents in the back. I think that might be one of the first times we've ever gotten a white present. I think Jimmy kind of stays away from that to bring out the color more. It just looks really, really good though. I love this inflatable. I apologize for the smaller image. It's a little more blurry than, say, the Jack Skellington one, because that one was like a PDF file, so it was a lot higher resolution. But anyway, apologize for the smaller image, and let's get to the last but not least inflatable. Definitely not least. Alright, so this is the organ, and I absolutely love this inflatable. It has a fog machine, it has a sound box, it has a bass fan, it has everything you could want in an organ inflatable. It's absolutely amazing. Except for this little afterthought pumpkin, which I think it's stupid, but I don't care. I don't care about the pumpkin. It's not a deal breaker for me at all. I love everything about this inflatable, except for maybe the pumpkin. I love it a lot. I wish they would maybe do some like blinking lights right here. That would look really cool. And maybe change this up a little bit, update the design to where it's much improved, but you know, I don't care. This inflatable flopped last year at Lowe's, and there's a reason why. It did not have any of these features. It didn't have a sound box. It did not have a fog machine for sure. And this one just looks really, really, really cool. I am so happy. I will definitely be buying this inflatable when it becomes available. And yes, that will conclude my favorites, I guess, for 2020. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And tomorrow, I will be uploading a video about my least favorite 2020 designs. And I think that video will be a lot more entertaining. If you stuck around for this video in its entirety, kind of sorry about that. This one is a long one, but there were a lot of things to cover, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, once again, please leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, stay safe.